I started off this week by holding babies, as always. The nice thing about being there is I always feel needed. There's always a couple babies that can be held, and I can just see the difference in the babies. They'll be screaming, crying, I'll pick them up, pat them, and they'll just settle down and fall asleep. And it's really nice because the nurses will have 3 and 4 babies at a time, so they can't just pick up a baby and hold it. They don't have time for that. So they really appreciate the volunteers being there. The secretary there is in school right now to become an RN nurse. So she's in this medical psychology class, and she was studying for a test, and she showed me her textbook. What's different about medical psychology than regular psychology is there's not a definite answer. One of the questions was, if you have a delirious patient and they're yelling at you and asking to see a manager, how do you respond to this? And it gave 5 different quotations that you could say. And the one I chose was, okay, I'll get my boss in here right away. Just because whenever you have someone asking for your manager, even if they're not all there, you should do that. But the right answer was saying, I know you're going through a hard time right now, I'll stay with you. Which confused me. So I think if I have to take a medical psychology class in the future, it's going to be a difficult class. Something else I did, which I did once before my first time, was make packages for mothers who breastfeed their children. And it's pretty much just a breast pump package where you put a couple bottles in there so that when they pump, when they're not with their child, they can store them in the bottles, freeze them, and then send them over to the NICU. So lately my weeks haven't been too eventful, but hopefully that'll change.